Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Israel here from Evolve. Hope you guys are doing great. So, today I just wanted to do an unboxing, and I usually don't do those, but I really had been attracted to this set of cards. For the last couple of times when I've been over to the crystal shop, I always get attracted to oracle cards that have very mystical creatures, mermaids, fairies, things like that. And usually I do lean towards the visual, especially when it comes to the oracle cards. Tarot cards I love as well. I mean, they have different functionalities, but magical cards, spell cards, I've never seen. And I know that one of the guys that works there, he was also bringing it out that he hadn't seen spell cards before. So I was very curious what they were. And basically, the reason why I ended up buying them is because I'm a huge fan of Lucy Cavendish. She makes so many beautiful, not only from our podcast, but many beautiful collaborations on tarot, oracle, and now spell cards. Now, for me, these obviously tell the tale that obviously spell cards are going to have something with some kind of saying, some kind of ritual that you're going to have something in between the cards to better, connect with what the card means and so on. So most oracle cards, what they do is they'll give you kind of insight on certain aspects of what you're searching for. Now, for this one, I was very intrigued, and I think I've been into the shop maybe 5 or 6 times, and I keep walking by them, and they always catch my eye. So I keep looking at them, looking at them, looking at them. Like eventually today, I just happened to be running an errand and happened to stop by, and I saw them again. I was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna really just buy them. I always remember forget which way the camera is because it's opposite, so I have to do opposite. So, oh, there we go. So, anyways, let's see here. Sacred keys to the effective casting and crafting. So, what I'm gonna do is let's just open these puppies up, and we'll take a little bit of what is going on there. So let me move this out of the way. And yes, that is a cool dish. I saw it a couple of weeks ago, and what I do is I've got a yoga pose lady here, and usually I put my crystals that I'm working on there, and I always have my positive crystals that I'm having over here that are resonating with me for the day or the week or something that I really am connected with. So here we go. So these are the magical spell cards. Craft, Cast, Activate, Empower by Lucy Cavendish. So let's get these puppies out. So you've got a full book here, and from what I can read here, let me read it here to you guys. Um, these spells are enchanted, loving exercises, sacred prayer in action guides, support and activate your innate magical powers. The result can be more authentic, prosperous, and blissful life. Respect which an international bestseller author Lucy Cavendish had cast and crafted magical spells for over 30 years. Now, in this classic deck, I'm not working my words today, she shares some of the most effective and trusted spells. This tried and tested collection will support you in attracting soulmate, enhancing intuition, creating abundance, improving health, letting go gracefully, enjoy career success, and manifesting loving friendships. Each spell is sacred and purposeful, harnessing the energy of love and light and always for the highest good of all in our planet. Allow these life changing spells to bring love and healing magic into your life and well the lives of others around you. So, this book has an in depth understanding of each spellcasting moon phase's magical correspondence, including fascinating backgrounds of each of the spells. So, this is a really cool book because not only does it give you insight on the cards themselves, but really gives you empowerment on when is probably the best time to do it and so on. Like this is how to store and re-energize your magical spell cards. So obviously you want to charge your cards just like we did with our crystals. Spreading of spells. Here's card number one, which we'll go into in a minute, and it talks a little bit about the card. It's got a little saying on here that you can kind of cite, and then it has kind of a freeing of abundance and all the fun stuff that comes in accordance to each of our cards. So great book. I think that's pretty neat. Let's put this puppy over here. Now let's get into the actual cards. This is the love card. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. So mote it be. So this is a beautiful card, and you've got this beautiful angel with your sight that you are able to recite. And here's the back of the card. I think they're all different. So we'll take a look at that one. There's love. And here we go into abundance. Abundance, as you can see, a very cool looking card. I love it's a little more purple on my lighting, but I think to you guys it's a little more pink. Abundance, the goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune to be mine. A lot of these cards, especially if you pull a card of abundance, and this is something that resonates with you, this is one of the things that you want to recite that 3 times. And usually, what I do, as far as in connection to that, is I'll have the crystal that's calling to me, and that's kind of how I connect with it. For example, this is my 7 chakras wand. So for me, I would have something like this and end up sort of connecting with the card and then running it across my chakras. And that is because I'm connecting to all my chakras when it comes to the abundance that I'm trying to reach right now. And then I would recite it 3 times. Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Again, one more time. Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. So that would be our abundance card there. And then we've got a prosperity card, as you can see here. This one is, as the tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. How appropriate is that? Oh, we didn't even get to look at the back of the abundance card. That's neat. All seeing eye on that one. And then prosperity. Oh, that's very, very cool. Beautiful, by the way. I love how it's got all of the different symbols on it. Very, very beautiful as well. All of these cards are just really beautiful, especially the way they kind of flowed the different artistic styles to it. Here's beauty with a beautiful woman on there. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And then this one's got obviously your hand and all the different things that are associated. So that is another beautiful one that I think is amazing. Now we have justice. By the power of 3, by 3, what does it say? Matt, deliver justice to me. So this is obviously a card when you're feeling that justice has not prevailed on your behalf, and you want to kind of call that out as a casting spell to assist you for the good. Of course, we always do spells for the good, not for evil. So there's that one. There's a good one, letting go. We always have to sometimes let go of things. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So obviously, a lady is trying to get rid of the pain that she has and learning from, what we have to let go. So he's a beautiful card again. And then this one looks like it has the same artistic value as the first one, love. Well, here's a wisdom right here. And on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. And you've got the owls, all seeing owls, all knowing owls, with a number 7 on that. So let's take that for example. And actually, you know what? For me, I resonate with letting go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to letting go, and I'm gonna pull out the book because I'm really curious, and obviously you guys might be as well. So let's really go dive deep into the letting go card. Here, let me actually recite what that says. So when we're looking at that letting go card, this is what the book actually says about that. Many of us have faced challenges within our lives. There are lessons we move them through. Change and creating ourselves with the wisdom of the experience. For many of us, the impact of a difficult or unfair experience is often so profound that it leaves a blueprint. That is an energetic wound and scar that may not heal clean and well. When we energetically stuck at the level of the negative experience, which is understandable, we often find it difficult to move into a new part of life in our new story, and we continue to draw echoes of the same experience to us. This is why letting go is essential for our health, well being, and our soul's journey. In letting go, we also integrate the wisdom but let go of the trauma. We retain the lesson but not the pain. Now, when it gets to the actual card, when you're pulling cards, obviously for that one there, if you pull this card today, it is very important for you to make time to cast a spell, as this is the universe wishing you the very best of healing. The spell is one way to reconnect with the present, let go of the past, and allow a new story to be written. You'll be wise, but you will no longer be hurt. That sharp pain will go away. Bitterness will never stay there to poison you throughout the days. And then it kind of gives you a little bit of wisdom. If you have chosen to cast a spell, the universe is acknowledging you for taking action to move on. You work in magical efforts and shall be rewarded with freedom. Give it some time and wheels shall turn. Your desire has a beautiful and energetic fire that spells in it power to bring about. And then it kind of explains the letting go spell, which on this one that we have right here, allow the wisdom to remain, but this thing I shall never feel again. So when we're going into that, the book actually has the full spell. So this is how you would do a full spell if you're going by the book, or you can just recite it 3 times. However you resonate with it. I resonate with it 3 times with a crystal or something with me. Letting go spell by the book, it says you'll need 1 egg, 3 bay leaves, and 3 handfuls of sea salt. Sometimes between the waning and dark moon, charge the egg, the bay leaves, and the salt on your altar. Go to your altar and visualize a circle of deepest blue moving and vibrating with energy and all about you. Ask for this wound to be healed, for the memory and wisdom to remain, but for the pain to be released. And then chant this 3 times. Chiron, wounded healer, come to me. Release this pain and set me free. Allows the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. By the power of 3 times 3, as I do will, so mote it be. So that's what you want to say 3 times. Now, once you're done with that, what I would recommend, and this is also in the book, draw yourself a bath, put in the salt and the bay leaves in it, and then gently place the egg within the bath. And at the end, where your feet will rest, this is where you want it to be. Allow yourself to go over the story of the past, the painful sorrow, the anger, and begin losing it, just getting rid of it, lifting it from you. Think of it like dirt coming off your skin kind of thing. Let the toxins and the memories and the poisons of past release from you. And then see all the fear and all the bitterness and everything go away and flow out of it once you get rid of the salty water and so on. And literally, when you're draining the tub, you're kind of clearing all of this out. And then when you're ready, just, empty the tub, let the past drain away with the water, gently dry off, feel free, blessed, and lighter, and still be grounded with the wisdom of the experience. Wrap up warmly, take the egg and bury it in the earth deep enough for it not to be uncovered easily. The earth will do it as transforming work and change the egg, thus the energy of the past back to your altar. Give thanks and spend a few moments into the new peace you're feeling. Then allow the deep blue circle energy around you to be reabsorbed to the universal energies and blessed be. So that is more a very, very, very extensive way of going through your spells, because now you have a reference guide to kind of go through and teach you some of those items. So I'll take you through some of these right now. So we saw we had wisdom, and we've got destiny, peace, authenticity, that's a beautiful one, passion, success, energy, friendship, glamour. Glamour is very beautiful, by the way. Joy. Let me look at the back of joy. It's the same. Courage. Best possible decisions. Inspiration. Grace. Sensuality. Safe travels. Romance. Magical powers. Good cheer. True love come to me. Harmony. Knowledge. As you can see, we've got a lot of different categories and different forms of truths, if you will. that can help you with every single thing going on in your life, creativity, strength, you know. I think for a lot of these, you always want to go into mindsets that you are looking for help, you're looking for strength, and you're looking for change. Change of good, not change of bad. Remember that the universe is always here to help you, not to destroy you. And a lot of these right here that I would suggest is, you know, new beginnings. That's a good one. And then dream sweet, sleep deep. So when you go with something like this, what we always end up doing is obviously just like any card deck, even when you're playing cards, you want to shuffle them. You know, shuffle them as you will. Some people know how to shuffle very well, some don't, like myself. You know, you want to mix them up really, really, really nicely. And again, if you know how to shuffle, great. If you don't, you know, you could lay them all out. Now, when it comes to cards, there isn't a right way and a wrong way because remember that you are connecting with these cards, and the connection of these cards are really going to be how they feel in your hands, in your energy, in your, you know, in your circle that you're with right now. So never feel that you're doing it incorrectly. And if you're looking at this video and going, well, I've always been told I got to do it a certain way, it really is what resonates with you. So even how you're looking at these cards, you can be shuffling them, and let's just say that one of the cards accidentally flips over, right? You're going through and you're flipping, flipping, flipping. All of a sudden, this one falls out. Now, for me, it's creativity. Now, for the last couple of weeks, I felt that my creativity has not been where it should be. So, how appropriate that the creativity card just came up. Now, by the sight of it, you know, it's basically a somebody connecting to higher source and really getting the connection to be able to create again, you know. And then the sight on it is by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. So for me, that card resonates 100%, you know, because that's something that I have been struggling with this week. Actually, this well, week, month, it's just the beginning of the month. But the way I would do it is, and again, there are many ways to look at cards. You know, for me, you can go by threes, past, present, future. You can basically do it how, you know, by the way you're connecting to it. And then the way for me, because I've got 2 more days of the week, there's two things that I know I'm struggling with, and I want to work on one on Thursday and work on one on Friday. So as I'm putting through the cards, I'm going to flip my Thursday card. Again, this is my own idea, my own connection. I need to work on something for Thursday and work on something for Friday. So again, let me mix them up one more time. So once they're mixed up, and I feel, and sometimes you can just feel it by your fingers. So a card keeps calling your name by shifting your fingers. This one kept calling my name for Thursday. So let's see what I should be working on Thursday. So this is my Thursday card. So this is the Dream Sweep, Sleep Deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. So there's something I should be working on Thursday. There we go. And obviously, 45 is a number that resonates with me very well. And then I'll let you guys know what that is about with me. But for now, I'm going to look at the back of the card. All seeing eye to me. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to sort of shuffle around. It doesn't have to be the next card. Shuffle around. And there's one in the middle that keeps yanking on my finger. So here we go. This one keeps pulling my finger for Friday. So for me, this is probably something else that I'm struggling with. And let's see what it is. And there it is, love. We all struggle with love. I have a little story about today with love that I can always bring up. It's a little personal story, but I can bring up later. Aphrodite, I called to thee to bring true love here to me. So another one that I, you know, started talking about, but this is something that about an hour ago I was sort of talking about, and I had contacted someone about this just recently. So this is something that that really resonated with me. So for me, and again, I see it differently than most people. I connect with it in my own energy. This is my Thursday. You know, obviously, for me, it's letting me know to go ahead and sleep very deeply relaxed and all of that, which is kind of funny because I'm taking a trip and my Thursday really is my relaxing day where I don't have to think about anything and just kind of drive and relax and really that actually works very, very well with me. So the 45, just to kind of give you where I go with that, is when I was a kid, we had an address close to 45, but anytime I was visiting an aunt, an uncle, and I felt very calm there because of the stress of um, a lot of physical violence and verbal violence in my house. I always felt peaceful when I went to my aunt's house, which always had the 45 in it, because I didn't have a care in the world. I could go there and sleep and not worry that my family was going to argue and fight and all of that when I was a child. So 45 has always been a very peaceful number to me, especially even when I turned 45 years ago. It was a very peaceful, calming year for me. And then with love, again, another one that I will be working on as well. Now, the book does have different ways to work with your cards, especially when you're going through. Let me kind of go through here. It goes through every single spell card of how you're supposed to and I kind of goes through different other cards that they've had also in the past. But there are many cards, especially in the beginning here, it kind of tells you about how to create a magical space. So basically, I always have an area altar where you're having this session on. As this is my session right here. And then it kind of tells you how to nurture yourself, how to clean, how to take care of you as you're doing this. And then there we go. And then it just goes into the spread of the spells, how it says, and I will read it to you. Let me walk over so I can read it to you here. Spread of the spells is you don't have to work with one card at a time. You can also work with the cards in spreads, just like you would any other forms of cartomancy to see if your spells can work with. For example, if you work with a past, present, future 3 spread card, as we talked about in the past, you can do a past, present, future. It'll help you heal, make the most of the present, and prepare for the future. To work with this spread, just shuffle the cards, lay them out, top of 3, left to the right, left being past, middle, present, right, future. And then you can pull the cards in that manner. Now, other ways of working with it is giving you your 7 days of the week, your morning, what you're supposed to be focusing on, what's going to come your way. And other ones will actually cast 1 week ahead. Somebody stated here, if you could recommend on a moon cycle, pull a card once a week. And that's kind of what's telling you that you should be focused on for the week. So if you were going to do that and say for next week, right? What am I working on for next week? Well, let's see. This one here keeps tugging on me. So let's see. For next week, I should focus my week on safe home. I cast a circle around me. Safety now is beyond doubt. So basically, creating a safe circle, sort of securing your home. So that's something that I should be working on next week. So something that for me, definitely resonated. And again, going through, let's see, let's pull one for you guys out there. Let's see if you resonate with this card. Great. This is for you guys out there. The divine guidance. So here we go. So for you out there, if it resonates with you, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. So basically, the divine guidance up and above whatever you believe in, God, energy, the universe, Buddha, etc., is calling your name and saying, "Hey, it's time to reconnect. Let us give you some guidance." So if this resonates with you, which I keep going to the wrong side of the camera, then that's something that you should definitely, focus on. Anytime you look at these cards, don't dismiss them so quickly. There's so much to see in all of these cards. And you should look at every little detail, even the print of the card, the color, the way the font is. Maybe something in here that calls your name that a lot of us are missing, like this person reaching to the divine, sitting on top of a mountain or something. Some of you might go, well, she's pointing up the number 38, 8 could be, the number 11. 11 obviously being information, calling you, etc. So some of you might see it that way. Some of you might be like, well, my favorite number is 8. There's 4 dots, circles. I mean, there's so many things to this card. So when you look at these, really breathe them in, feel them, feel the texture of tap the top of your head with them, look at the back. Maybe this calls you more than anything. For me, that really shines, and it looks like energy is being brought from a circle to me from the high above. So it's talking to my crown chakra, crown being all the points on there. There's so many things on these that you can sort of gain, but don't ever just go, oh, a card, okay, boom, next. Really, really connect with these cards. Really, really connect with them. That's something that, should definitely help you. Now, again, there's so many different things that you can deal with as cards. And, sometimes when I'm talking to people and somebody's venting to me about their time, whatever it is, maybe they're venting of having a bad, spouse, or maybe they're venting because they just lost their job, or maybe because of COVID or whatever. Um, I might be listening to them on the phone, and I'll be shuffling these cards. And as I'm shuffling, I'm trying to put them back together, I'll notice that this card keeps sticking out, or I'll pull one and I'll be listening to, our friends and be like, okay, yeah, all right. And all of a sudden, this card will come up, letting go. Now, for something like this, I might be listening to their conversation about a past lover, a past mate, maybe the job they hate, and I'll be like, have you thought about letting it go? Have you thought about connecting and really, really focusing on something new? Getting rid of the pain and not harping on it. So these are very helpful to me as well. So for something like this, it really, really helps things like that. When I have things on my desk like that, affirmations of happiness and so on are always things that really call out to me in connection with the way life is. If you guys know me and you've been here very well, I've always connected with feeling a book out. Or if I'm talking to somebody on the phone, I'll flip the pages, and then I'll say when, and somebody will go, what? I go, I'm flipping a book, say when, I'm going to read whatever comes up, it's meant for you. So all of a sudden I'll feel something come up, say when. I'm reading this page right here. I'm always looking for something to celebrate. Celebration is a form of praise, and I like to praise what's working. It makes me feel good to notice what's going on right now and how blessed I truly am. I'm on the lookout for evidence of abundance, and I will find it and commemorate it. So I'll read that to somebody that go like, this is really meant for you. This is what's going on. So I always have things like this, with me all the time around me to kind of energize the positivity, as well as, always connecting with my crystals, my chakra wand, and, everything else that's on my table. But for you guys, I really was very excited to show you the Magickal Spellcards, again by Lucy Cavendish. Very beautiful, very amazing cards. You can pick these up pretty much on Amazon, anywhere else, even online. Or you can also go to blueangelonline.com. I believe that's the Lucy Cavendish website. And yeah, before I forget, people are like, who's Lucy Cavendish? So she's from Sydney, Australia. She was the co-creator of 17 Oracle decks. Alice in Wonderland has always been the very, very Oracle deck that everybody talks about, because the art on that was phenomenal. I mean, it was just so amazing. So if you're look at the Alice, the Wonderland Oracle set is good. The Blessed Bee cards are really good, and the Fairy Forest Oracle. I love the fairy cards. Fairy cards are my favorite. Are just amazing. And so those are ones that I would definitely suggest that you guys look into. But Lucy is very, very amazing. Her podcast is great, and she really has a lot of just amazing, amazing information. So anyways, follow it up, check it out. And yes, that is a beautiful blue. I have to agree. People have always commented on how beautiful that blue is, and it really does. It called my name. Something silly. I've been dreaming about my grandma for the last couple of months, and just the other day I was at the energy store, and this Dia de los Muertos doll came up to me. This is how my grandma used to dress. A lot of lipstick, her bright colors, and I saw it, and it was behind a glass shelf, and it called my name. I never buy things like this, but for whatever reason, my grandma was calling out to me, and I decided to pick it up. And it was just a couple of bucks, but it wasn't about the price. It was literally calling my name, and I connected with it, and I put it on my desk. Just my grandma was a huge influence to me, and I just felt that for whatever reason she was calling out to me and needed to reconnect with me. So with energy, with practice, with meditation, I was able to connect with her of what she was trying to let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I usually don't do a lot of unboxings. It was a beautiful set that I really wanted to share with you. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, Lucy Cavendish, you could find her online. And yeah, let me know if you guys have some comments on this. As always, go ahead and like and subscribe the video. And we have more to come. I love sharing this stuff with you. It literally lights my life and brightens my day to help others as well. I'm Israel Galindo, Evolve. I'll talk to you next.